North Shore and Atascocita are ranked number 4 and number 5 respectively, and there are a couple of programs on the rise in that district as well. Our Chevy Spotlight caught up with one of those up-and-coming teams. They're anchored by one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet until he hits the football field. You talk to any high school athlete and they'll tell you being a part of a team is like being a part of a second family. You spend a good part of your day with your brothers and learn to rely on them for support on and off the field. Last year, that togetherness was taken away during the summer months due to the pandemic, and it definitely had an effect on some programs. A perfect example of this was over at Summer Creek. The Bulldogs could never really get on the same page last year after a summer's worth of Zoom team meetings and workouts on their own.
Oh, it's going great. We're getting people to buy in actually a lot this year. Last year I feel like we didn't have as much people bought in and leading the team. Kind of with just like 1 or 2 people. But this year, we have guys stepping up in there in the spots and making plays, doing what they're supposed to do.
If the Bulldogs do buy in this year, they can put last year's record of 3-6 in their rear-view mirror and concentrate on getting back to the playoffs after being on the outside looking in the last 2 seasons. And their success should come from experience, as Summer Creek returns 15 starters from last year's squad.
It's going to help a lot, and probably more so than not is that they were able to go through what we went through last year, and they didn't like it just like the coaches didn't like it. So now everybody is on board that we want to do something better.
15 starters, that's a lot, a little more than anybody else. That's going to help us with leadership, and when we get in tough games, we're going to be able to rely on those guys.
Another key to a successful Bulldog season comes in the shape of a 6'5", 310-pound mammoth on the offensive line. Kelvin Banks is ranked as one of the top offensive tackles in the nation and an absolute terror for defensive linemen matched up against him. With a 6'10" wingspan, he casts a major obstacle on a lineman's pursuit of a quarterback, and the Bulldogs signal caller loves it.
I know I ain't gonna get hit on that side. It's a great feeling just knowing that somebody actually, fears you on the field. So it's kind of like respect basically. So it's a good feeling knowing that I don't even have to, before even the play starts, I don't even have to touch him from the field.
As much as he creates fear on the gridiron, he's quite the opposite off of it.
Hey, you got me.
The University of Oregon commit is one of the most likable guys in the school and amongst his teammates. He certainly leads by example.
What separates Kelvin is if you walked in and despite his size, you wouldn't know that he was one of the top recruited guys in the country because he goes to work and does everything that everybody else does. He's very, very respectful and intelligent, and he just brings a lot to the team. He doesn't come in and say it's me and everybody else. He's a part of the team.
And we say good luck to Kelvin and the Bulldogs as they look to get back in the playoffs. The Chevy Spotlight is brought to you by the Houston area Chevy dealers. Visit your nearest Chevy dealer and test drive our award-winning products.